Hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here. This is the starting of the week, and today I want to talk a little bit about karma and how we can deal with it in a more positive way. I'm gonna wait for you guys to know that I'm alive. I'm going to be just, I think, for half an hour, maybe 4 minutes the most. And I would like to save some time to see if I can reply any questions that you have. But this session is going to help all of us to clear our karma. And clear may not be the correct word. I think it will be more like upgrade our karma. Thank you all for being here. So set please your intentions. We're going to receive healing today. And I had a special channeling about karma. My serious guide said that it's positive karma. And it took me a while to understand. And I channeled this transmission from the new Lions Gate course that I just launched, and it is available for purchase. Thank you. Supporters have a special $30 discount. Just connect. PM me if you would like to know if you can apply for this discount. But the ones who apply, I sent an email about 20 minutes ago. And this course, it's a little bit different than the last two ones, but at the same time complement and integrate what we have done. There is 8 channelings, and one of them I channel Jesus and Mary Magdalene. In my timeline, they come from Sirius. And then others, I channel the guys who look more like Avatar, like blue, cat-like, lioness, mermaids, dolphins. It's a little bit of everything. For the ones who are not connected with Sirius, Cyrus are the experts on light language and psychogeometry, and they explain this in the course that said that back in time it's our past, but in reality it is our future, because they are from a higher dimension where they were trying to figure out the matrix. What they decided to do, it was to find patterns, and through patterns they were able to create like a math science about it. And this is how light language began. I shared a little bit in the previous light language course, the 1 and the 2, how guides have been describing to me how light language started. Thank you so much. And I think I will do the light language first, and then I'll go through your questions, if that it is okay. That way I can help the most and the most and the most. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Let me drink a little bit of water. The more thirsty you are, the more higher your frequency it is. And another sign about your energy is high, it is because you start breathing more long, like if you are doing exercise. When I notice that, it's like, who is with me or something. Normally I do that when I'm channeling, and before and after channeling I feel so much thirsty, and sometimes I feel hunger after. It's kind of like my body is trying to balance the whole energy thing. Okay, let's begin. Please type your questions, your intentions, and I'm going to try to do my best to answer all. Hope that sounds okay. We are here. Tama aske teki esta ti isa teki iri iti imi ishna. You're the karmic board, and they're also the archangels Gabriel and Michael and Raphael, who are going to assist you for healing. And also we do have the assistance of your own higher self and guides. Who are we? We are 12 DNA joined beings of light who are the managers, you could say, in the Akashic Records area about what you in your planet describe as karma. Timi ishka te era ase te eke ishka ni ina me te eke ishka tiri ese te eke ishka. And we're going to go directly into the upgrading of your karmic depth, what was said in your own technology field. So please take a deep breath. Tima ashke tere ese teki ishka, and feel how your heart open and open and open to receive the light. Tima aske te ishka ti iri ise te eki ishka. The more open you are, the more healing you will receive. Tima ashka te esa ate kera ate eki ishka. We will remind you to breathe and be aware of your breathing. Tima aske teki ishka tiri ise te eki ishka. And let the heart to soften. And as you are aware of your space, be present about where you are and how you are connecting with. Tima aske te eke ishka ti ise te eke ishka. You may perceive us as angelic beings, more like priest type. We do have copper, gold, bronze, light. Our energy will feel more masculine than feminine, even though we don't hold gender. But we do work with ascended masters. Ta ashke tiri ise te eke ishka ti iri ise te eke ishka. That are participants and that help you to bridge the connection between us and your human self, like Saint Germain and Lady Portia. Ti iska ti iri isa ta aka ashta ti ama ni ite ki ishka. So we will ask you to breathe. The ones who are here, the ones who will come, it's because you are meant to be here. You will only receive what you need, not more, not less. And as you are teletransported into a healing chamber, ti ishka ta ase te eke ishka. Feel how your light elevates. As you bring more light, choose to elevate yourself. Tima aske te eke ishka ti ise te eke ishka. Greetings, beloved. I am Saint Germain, and I'm going to continue with the transmission. We're going to invoke legions of angels of the violet fire to come and assist each of you in your own unique way and form in the best way and only what you require now. Ti ishta mase ti eke ishka ti mase te eke ishka. You may sense, see, hear, perceive, or just know how your energy field shift. The energy is blissful, it's high, but it soothes you at the same time. Tima ashke tiri ise te eke ishka ti ise te eke ishka. Each of you will have a gold sphere of light in your hands. This gold drop of liquid light, it's plasmic light from the central sun. And as you breathe, it will permeate every aspect of you. And whatever karma that you are still being engaged will be upgraded with ease and grace and at your soul's will. Ti ishka tiri isa te eke ishka. Now you're going to perceive as if your golden honey liquid light blends with your heart completely. And now this liquid light begin to travel within you, expanding your shoulders, your neck, your head, going all the way up, up, and down, down, and all around your belly, your hips, your legs, grounding you in the space where you are. And now the space where you are, it is sacred. Ti ishka tira ama ase te eke ishka. Now you're going to see the cores that are still vibrating in negative charge, with persons who channel you, challenge you, that you feel triggered, that you may feel hate, envy, competition, comparison, insecure, unworthiness, afraid, any feelings of dishonesty, betrayal, and send light from your heart so those cords can receive a positive charge and have a different alchemy, the alchemy of neutrality. You can remain connected in the light. The more you are present, the more light you are going to stream. And all those cores are going to shift, shift, shift into the light. Now you're going to be able to see clearly the understanding about why your soul chooses to experience that connection, about why your soul chooses a shadow aspect to bring a lesson and expansion. Tima aske tere ete eke eshta, ti isete eke eshna. Now bring more light and see as if in your own network you receive a rain of droplets of gold liquid plasmic light, as if the sun itself melts on top of your crown, your third eye, and all over your chakras and the space where you are. Tima akete eke eshta, ti isete eke eshna. And now the angels request your instructions. So set your intentions. Speak your voice, speak your truth. In the next few minutes, your higher self will guide you to what must be rectified. Tima ashke ti ira asete keshna. Ti iseti iki ishka tera asoku ti iki ishka. Ti ni na te asaku ite ki ishka. The more light you bring, the more neutral you will become. And from neutrality, you can feel your source awaken. Ti ishka tera ase iki ishka ti ni ma. So be open. Tama aske te iki ishka ti isete aka ashka. Hold the hands of the light. Ama ase ita aki ishka. Nina masa te eke ashka da oso te eke ishka. Breathe one more time and clear anything else that must be purified and rectified from your subconscious or unconscious. And as you do, notice how every part will soften, and what it is dark and rigid in your heart will receive golden light. Tiishka tiri isa ta'aka ashka, and open to receive more. Light that will wash away, cleanse, purify, correct, cinch new paths for the light to expand and evolve. Tima ashka tiri isi te eke ishka ni nete eke esa. Now I ask you to breathe and send this golden honey warm light from the central sun into all aspects that you see in your collective that may need light to be rectified. And see how your animals, your plants, the pollution, the structures of your cities are all being washed away, purified, only at the degree that is meant to be, for the best and the highest good of all. And now this is done, this is done, this is done, and we're going to be open for your questions. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you. That was good. Thank you so much. Let me see how much time do I have. Okay, Vanessa, your guides, you have Alan Moria, Memorial Guide. You can call her Rosa. Is the only one that is given the name. Natalie, how to differentiate between ascension symptoms and karma pains. I'm going to try to explain this, Natalie, in the best way that I can. All energy that is not integrated, it comes from distortion. We call it ascension symptoms. It's sometimes a way to take the guilt away from our own responsibility. But anything that I perceive, that I feel, that I see, I manifest it for a reason. It's not that the planets and the galactics affect me. I do command that they have an influence of me, but I am my own creator and so are you. So all ascension symptoms, it's energy that it's stuck and not flowing as it's meant to be, and then we're gonna perceive it. It is in a positive way, it means that you are vibrating higher than before. But it's also telling you that you have areas of opportunity to address it. And this is what karma is. Karma is not something bad that we need to be punished. Sometimes I have sessions and people said, because I was in Germany and World War II and now I have to suffer. No, you don't have to suffer. That's our way of seeing the energy field, and we're upgrading our spiritual concepts. Sometimes at the soul level, because if we have done so much pain, we would like to perceive the other side so we can integrate that and transcend. Because I cause pain, now I want to feel how pains it is experienced. So I can complete the cycle and then transcend and then move on to another cycle. But it's not a way of punishment. Punishment comes from a religion that thinks God will punish you, and that is not true. But karma, it's not erased. Someone in the soul family, in the oversoul, has to complete that pattern. It could be you, your daughter, your nephew, or whatever. That's why sometimes we see families where they are all lawyers. They are all sport people. They are all fat. They all have diabetes, because everyone is trying to experience the same program, to see who is able to complete it, so we can transcend that alcoholism or abuse or whatever that we perceive as karma. But karma becomes dharma when we understand it. Yes, the way that guys explain to me, whether it is ascension symptoms or karma or anything that we haven't figured out how, we are here for the aspects we haven't figured out how. Like, for example, me, I draw. I have no idea why, because it's part of me, because I learned it before, but it's easy. I just put lines and circles, and then I say, oh, looks like an angel, looks like a tree, and whatever, but I don't have to make an effort at all. It's just joyful. But however, in another things, I struggle, like with heights. And I'm driving, and I have to drive for a very high bridge. I feel tightened because I think I have a phobia. And then I start breathing. I say, Gretel, it's safe. It's okay. Nothing will happen. It's just your mind freaking you out. And then I breathe. And then as I go, it's just like, nothing happened. But this is what I am working. So it may be labeled as karma, it may be labeled as phobia or whatever, but it's something that I am learning. I'm learning that fear that something will happen to me because I'm driving in an edge, it's not real, and that I'm in control. So I choose to manifest those experiences when I have to drive on edges, and I'm just like, oh my God, I may fall. And then I say to myself, no, you're not gonna fall. Nothing will happen. Just turn the music off. And this is how we transcend karma. Look, every pattern coincides like this. It's just a pattern we have. We have those patterns, something that guys explained to me for this course. When we are in the womb of our mother, we read the information from mom and dad and all that happens around. And when we choose millions of this, and we don't die until we experience all of them. And if we don't understand them, we give them to whoever comes next. Like, for example, my father was an alcoholic, and obviously my mom did not learn the lesson because her second husband was an alcoholic too. So my first husband was an alcoholic. Guess what? I said in the womb of my mom, Mom, don't worry about it. You couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna own this karmic program, and I'm gonna fix it on behalf of all of us. So no one else in our family has to have an alcoholic husband. Does that make sense? That's why we do it. We do it because we are loyal to our other aspect of us. Because my mom, it's me. And I said, oh my God, this aspect of me, it's just messing everything. I'm going to go and born, and then I'm going to help her. And then I'm going to be her daughter. So I teach that aspect, and then the other aspect of me that it can be done. Yes? That's why we choose to have those karmic patterns. I hope that makes sense. Not because of a punishment, but it's more like I choose myself because I think I have what it takes, and I think I have what it needed, and I think I'm strong enough to make it. Yes? I hope that makes sense. How to differentiate between what you can do. And then there is another question. Do I cut course or not? You can cut course when you feel you are not there yet. Like, for example, I had to cut course with my ex because he challenged me so much that every time I would see him, I wanted to kill him because I suffered abuse, and then I imagine myself stabbing, right? So for a while, I had to cut course and then quarantine myself because I was too weak to deal with him. But now we're good friends. Sometimes we go and have dinner together, we talk, we send memes. Now I love him. I will not go back to him, but I know that he was wounded, the things he did to me, and the things I did to him. I learned, and now we learn from each other, and now we teach our kids that you can be balanced adults that can have good access. So now the pattern is complete, and no one else has to go through that again. This is what we go through. When we are courageous enough and brave enough we go into the shadow and then we are completely honest about what we are learning. If I have ascension symptoms, maybe I'm learning to address my body so I can rest enough, drink enough water, have peace, set boundaries, or whatever that needs to be done. And now we're all different and we all have different ways. So use your intuition and then learn what works for you. I hope that makes sense. Your answer will be answered one way or another. Let me see if I have any other questions. I'm gonna... Okay, do my guides have any message for me? I kind of have an issue to communicate with my daughter. I completely understand how challenging can be communicated with your daughter or mother, like in my case, both. The best way that you could do it is, I feel like don't force things the way you want to, and try to listen to what your daughter expects and then do your best. Doing your best, it's enough. But sometimes things take a while to be complete and transcend. So try to go little by little and doing baby steps. Meditate a lot, but I will suggest focus on yourself, Ellie, so you are strong enough and you have clear guidance and next step about what you do over the journey that you have with your daughter and you. But your daughter is another you. So I think what you should think right now is, if I would be my daughter and my mom, how I would like my mom to be my mom. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes putting ourselves in other shoes help us to understand and then transcend. For us to heal a pattern, honestly, it's not that I'm gonna do a meditation so I can forgive my ex and it's done in 20 minutes. It's not true, guys. It's not true. Not in the way that I learned. We meditate, we clear the energy field, but then the pattern must be experimented, integrated, and transcended. If we're able to do it in one meditation, so be it. It can be done in seconds when we believe it. But sometimes we need time, because this body was designed with those patterns since I was born. Like, for example, probably if I have my hands twisted, it does mean that I'm troubled to do things, right, at the energy level. But because I do meditations, maybe I'm not correct my hands. In reality, it will be, but because we're physical, it will take time. I hope that makes sense. So every pattern, it is healed. First of all, it has to be created. Second of all, it has to be experienced, and then it has to be understood, integrated the lesson, and then it is transcend, and then it is gone. No one else has to go through that again, like with pandemics, right? We have been having pandemics every 100 years for eons ago in our humanity, because probably we haven't figured out how to take care of our bodies, how to eat healthy, how to have healthy mind and emotions. And until we do that, no matter if you vaccinate yourself or not, we're gonna still having the same problems, because the root of the cause has not been understood and integrated so it can be transcended. But I think we are in a good way to go there. I hope that makes sense. Sarah's part of my family, yes. Christine, we have many aspects, but the drawing that I did from your husband reminded, look, the fact that he looks so much like Jesus, that Jesus in the way that it came true represent Saras. You may have Pleiadian as your essence. I don't remember your birthday, so I can confirm that, but you do have not only Pleiadian, because obviously you are human right now, so you must have different star systems, not only Pleiadian, And if you are drawn to light language, if you being drawn to light language and psychogeometry is a proof that you have Syrian in some part of you. I hope that makes sense. Look, galactics, the way that I understand them, it is like an archetype. Like healings are Arcturians, Arcturians are healers, Orions are good to clear karma, they're very sensitive, Pleiadians are like teachers, Syrians are masters and codes. They all have something that distinguishes them. Like for example, the difference between UK and US is big, even though they are alike. It's not the same. Each of them will have a personality. Like it's not the same a Cuban than a Mexican, right? So each race will have a personality, a pattern or an archetype. Depending on what aspect you are connecting with is going to be what you resonate. I hope that makes sense. Let me clear the field. So we're doing karma today. If anyone would like to receive light, I'm trying to have guides human spiritual power right now. Lean. You feel like be aware of the mindset that you have and allow yourself to be still in your mind, that way you will have clarity. Lana, any advice for me, please? Yes. Heart open. This is what's coming through. I hope that makes sense. Do my guides have any message for me, Mara? Yes. I think you're on a stage of healing, but it's a temporary. It's not going to last a lot. So be patient. Forgive me. Be patient with your own process, Mara. Ginda, I hope that makes sense. I don't know if you asked for any message. Would know who are my guides. Janet, yes. You have two ancestors with you, and you have two guides, two soulmates, like for another time. One male, dark skin, kind of look like Obama. One looks like fairy, has like big ears and white skin, and then two ancestors. I think. Do my guys have any messages for me? Thank you. Yes. Be at peace. Instead of searching for peace, attain peace. Something like that. I hope that makes sense. Do my guys have any message for me? Yes. I think you are a knowledge keeper. This is what I'm seeing. Knowledge keeper. So allow yourself to use knowledge to integrate and transcend. Lindsay, aloha. Thank you for being here, Angel. Magical day. Yes. Ekaterina. How beautiful name. Is there any message from my father that passed away 4 days ago? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Yes. I think he is around all of you. I feel like he's gonna be all around you. He has a period of 21 days after he transitioned. So he is trying to comfort each of you, but he is at peace. And he's happy to go into heavens. I'm seeing that he is already with his ancestors. And he is just waiting for you guys to make peace. And you're going to have dreams with him. He is going to communicate whenever you need to know something to dreams. I have few more minutes. Thank you all for being here. Let me see. Julio Gonzalez. Yes. Lead with light, Julio. Feel like you are a leader. I think sometimes maybe you are not aware of how powerful you are to lead others. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. Charlotte, I can do 2 more. Can you tell me when I will meet my true love life partner? Oh my god, that is like the ultimate question, right? When I want to meet it. Look, lifetime partner is someone who is just going to come to mirror who you are in another suit. So it's not gonna be the Prince Charming who's gonna come and fix all that we want to fix and then be happy and forever after. It's a journey that begins right here. The ultimate twin flame, it is yourself. The parts of you that you don't remember, and then we manifest someone in the physical or the spiritual level who comes and becomes the powerful source of love when you have that connection in alignment. It's beautiful, it's loving, but at the same time, it can be challenging because I think seeing things you do or you could do and you are not doing through someone else's, sometimes it's just like, like having kids can be challenging or having family can be challenging. But when your partner, it's like a very intimate connection because you share your body in different way, you have your feelings, you have your emotions, and partners are meant to be pleasant relationship. If that relationship is not pleasant, move on, because I think sometimes we're just getting complicated. Like for me, it took me 11 years to separate from my ex, and we are more happy now that we are separated, and we have a better connection and we understand better and we are better parents, but together we were a complete war. One thing you could do, short love, because I asked myself the same question a few years ago, it's in love to that person, whatever it is, but try to heal and resolve of your things that you feel that need healing, because you want to manifest a partner who is already complete, not someone who is wounded, that it's needing you for something. You want something that, I mean, I think being happy is the most sexiest thing ever. Someone happy is just, oh my god, that person is always happy, and love is joyful. You don't want someone who's gonna say, oh my god, he's always sad, he's complaining, he's no, you want something that is going to be, you can share as friends and then come and go. I think I may be wrong, but try to manifest that the way I keep doing it. It is healing within myself. I see my reflection in my partner, being very patient, surrendering to what is, because it's not what I want, it's what is best for both, and then all of us together. So it's a journey of patience, it's a journey of surrendering, it's a journey of abiding what is hard for us sometimes, but at the same time it's a journey to be committed. And the ones who have partnered for many years, I think will agree with me. You have to commit to a relationship, to someone that may not be exactly the way you want to, but it's exactly the way it will match the need for whatever lesson the soul would like to have. So you have to commit, you have to develop to that relationship, but at the same time, develop to that relationship with yourself. The love, and in the degree that we love ourselves, that we are happy, and then that other person come into our lives. I think that is how relationships will be in New Earth. I think in New Earth or light workers, we're created new archetypes. We're not meant to have the bad guy wounded princess anymore, or the narcissistic empath, or the abuser and the victim. It's not about that. It's about someone who come and complement each other's journey, working together, growing together, being patient, abundant, surrendering to the journey, not because I need you, because I want this, but because it's more fun to share with you than if I did not have you. I hope that makes sense. Do a meditation, send love to that person and ask, my love, whatever you are, I will be waiting for you. But at the same time, maybe that person, it's healing too. So know that whatever you guys meant to be together, it is in the best way. The less karma is going to be around, less things. So it's not about I want you now. I think it's I want you when all things are meant to be. I hope that makes sense. I have to go because then I do the videos very long. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to see what day I do have time to do another readings. Whatever we share about karma, I hope that makes sense for each of you. Remember, karma is not a punishment. That is an old century New Age Catholic beliefs. Karma, it's an area of opportunity for us to learn something new as a soul level. So surrender to your own journey, ask for guidance, activate the guidance with your guides, like the way you activate Siri or Alexa or GPS or anything. I said to my guides, activate connection, you are on charge, and then just be open. But tell your guides to, hey guys, speak to me, I don't understand you, but do it over and over and over and over until it makes sense. Come to numbers, readings or anything, but I want to develop that intimate connection. Having an intimate connection with higher self and guides, actually like having an Alexa that tells you, hey, that person is lying to you. That person, you should connect with it, be patient or anything. So when you already have that practice, it's awesome because you can be one step ahead about what needs to be. I hope that makes sense. For the ones that are my supporters, the ones that have been purchasing my services and everything, you guys have a coupon in your mail for the next course for $30. So take, if you decide to do this course with me, read it and then think about it. I'm gonna have the coupon for a week, I think, or two maybe, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with the flow. For the ones who are with me and the membership that you guys can access on YouTube, I do have new videos that I am posting, and I'm going to, you guys have a new set of 7 or 8 videos in 1 week, I think. And you can join this for $2.99. Thank you so much for being here. You stars your support. If you don't know if you are a supporter, send me a message and then I will reply when I can, and then I will give you how to get the discount. Have a beautiful week, you guys. Have fun, please. Don't forget to smile. Bye bye. Many